Pain is our specialty here. Think on that before the coming battle. Remember that when we defeat you and string up your survivors by their innards. We're warriors behind these walls, every last one. If you think you can take this fort, you're a fool! Nothing like a good siege to get the blood flowing and the guts spilling. Of course, I'm talking about your blood and your guts. If you come here looking for a fight, you're in luck. If you're looking for a victory, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Looking for a quick death? Well, that's right out! Oh, I like this club. I think me and his corpse will be proper orc friends. Ooh, he may be dark. He may even fancy himself to be scary. But we're worse. Far worse. I'd say this fool has an unhealthy relationship with his beasts. They think their fancy fort can keep us at bay. We'll see how well their machines work once we clog 'em up with blood and guts. So he's got a fancy fortress and he thinks he can scare us off with words. He'll think differently once we dangle him off those walls by his innards. Oh, he's awfully cocky up there in his fort. We'll see how confident he is after we've yanked his organs out of his belly. If this fool thinks his signs and visions will stop us from taking his fort, he must have guts where his brain should be. I've always enjoyed torture myself. I even like it when I'm the one doing the torturing. He doesn't think we can take this fort from him. Let's show him just how wrong he is. Any Uruk can kill a pink skin, but only Flock knows how to use all the pink skin's parts. They call me in for the bloody ones. Tars, snip off the nose. Tars, pull out the tongue. Everyone has a gift, eh? This last wave of pain as your life slips away. Call that pain Borgul. For weeks they've been saying no one has the guts to fight Lugar. Well, you've got the guts, Pinkskin. I can see 'em. Don't play with your food, Poosh Cream. No eating till they're dead, Poosh Cream. So many rules. And then your corpse falls into my lap. You knew how it would end when you tangled with Stakuga, right? Not really known for my mercy, am I? You got 10 fingers, Tark. That means 10 crunchy treats. And Horzard doesn't share. Ooh, you must have hundreds of bones for Pash to break. First the snap and then the scream. Are you ready for Sharkar's surprise, Pinkskin? I'll give you a hint. It involves eyeballs and, a spoon. Surprise! Scoth likes smooth teeth, Tark. Yours should fit into some gaps I have. Now hold still. Osgarn Ranger. Say my name. Say it like a lover. First you die, then you become a bloody plaything for Gura. Oh, don't worry. Grishar will take good care of your corpse, Pigskin. I'll wash the blood off, stitch up these wounds, maybe even dress it up. Good news, Ranger! You get to be part of Ismoz's collection. Well, not all of you, just the squishy bits. Oh, don't die yet, man filth. Marku has much more pain to give. Oh, you aren't a corpse to me, Tark. You're the main ingredient in Narkra stew. The name's Noruk, but you can think of me as that one Uruk who lopped off a few bits and kept them. Where'd you get those eyeballs, Ukbuk? That's what they'll ask me, but I'll never tell. You're going to be my biggest secret, Tark. Dush murdered you, Tark. Murdered your plans, murdered your hopes, murdered everything! You know how some Uruks will cut off your ears? Zugor does that, but not with ears! Snafu needs your little bones, fingers and toes most of all. Good inside this rattle I'm making. Oh, they'll all say, you killed the ranger, Koth? We can't believe it. Better take a bit of you as proof. Ooh, you got yourself some gory wounds, Pinkskin. Now crawl over here. Rotok has some, improvements to make. Two-Horn honors your death, Ranger. I'll caress every limb and every organ as I separate it from your body. Are you here to challenge me? I love a good challenge. I'll admit it, I'm glad you reached the heart of my fortress. Now I'll get the pleasure of dismantling you personally. I hope they told you outside. I play rough. The walls are closing in on us, Tark. Maybe we'll share a last breath. I'm feeling dizzy, Ranger. You have that effect on everyone. Slow down. Let's make this last, you and I. Are you loving this as much as I am, Pinkskin? What a sad sack of excrement! Twice? You have no dignity! How many times the fool now? But even I don't find you amusing! Still you fail! How do those tears taste? Goodbye, meat sack! Woo! I see you are squirting blood all over the place! But get up! You got plenty left! Rise, Ranger! I want to dance with you more! Oh, maybe you're not the cure. Whatever cures me needs to be strong. How can I expect you to cure me? You can't even fight me! Oh, you are a wet mess. The flesh spoiled for eating, and everything else. I love you too much to kill you. Find me, and we can try this again. It'd be a sin to mark that body of yours. I could let the maggots infest your cowardly corpse, but they deserve better than you, Tark. Oh, you're not even worthy of the maggots. How does that feel? You live only because I allow it. That will be the twitching might that infests you. My pretties see that you are weak. Become stronger, and perhaps you will earn their infestation. Incompetent. Unworthy. Finally, you beat me. Now finish me off with a wound these seething grubs can't heal. My pretties tasted your flesh so many times. They shall die fat and happy. My cure! My cure! Careful you don't get any blood on you. I think these are catching. So I was right. You were the cure. Didn't think it would end here. Just promise me you'll drink my blood, eat some of my flesh. Don't let me just end. The sons of Orthanc may not get their feast, but Mordor will. Make it slow, my love. I deserve that, at least. I could think of other things we could be doing right now. Filth! Filth! End it, Ranger. Don't leave me to rot. Not again. The maggots will return you to the earth, as they do with all. Man blood! Man blood! Kill me, but you can't swat us all. We will infest you. More will come for you. They will buzz inside your head forever. Now I will feed the flies. Watch and witness the final fate of all. You are cruel, Ranger, and yet I thank you for my glorious time with the buzzing swarm. Unexpected. Disappointment. Now it's your turn to chew on me, eh? Well, I hope you choke on my bones! I was starting to think you'd never get the better of me, and it made my heart ache for you, you poor thing! I'm taking this city for the Witch King, but taking you down's just for me! This would sting if the collapse of your city weren't so delicious! You tackle that shrieker, we'll play with the beasties! You picked a fight with the wrong captains! We have been chosen by the Nazgul themselves, and when we're done with you, you'll wish it was the Nazgul you'd challenged! I was gonna be chosen! You've ruined everything, you monster! This high deer is not yours. I reclaim it for the Witch King, for I am chosen, and you are filth. You cannot break the chosen! You will not find what you seek in the shadow of this tower. You will find only suffering, and as you breathe your last breath, I will reclaim the high deer for the Witch King! Your actions are folly! This high deer belongs to the Witch King! A glorious offer is extended to you! Can you not imagine the power you will command, even as it commands you? I was worried I wouldn't get to taste your sweet, sweet flesh again. But here we are. We have the stars on our side. Oh, I've had a lot of fun with you. But I'm afraid our time together must now come to an end. I think I'll keep a piece of you as a souvenir after all is done. Always a pleasure to meet you on the battlefield, my sweet. After all we've been through, I'm almost sorry this is to be the last time. Of all the final battles in all the realms of Middle-earth, I had to face off with you in this one. Frankly, I'd rather had it no other way. This'll be a fitting end to our relationship. Now that the preliminaries are over, it's time for the main event. A gory feast to celebrate your demise. Oh, I do love a bit of sport, but I hope he goes down quickly so I can get back to the business of sacking this city. So, after all our feints and footwork, all our cleaving and careening, we dance our final deadly dance in front of an adoring audience. What a beautiful end to our time together! Before you kill me, tell me how it tastes. The crowd is seething with excitement, and so am I. I'm seething with all sorts of things, actually. This is going to be glorious! Now look what you've done. You gave your brothers here hope, and now I get to watch it drain from their eyes as I kill you. I'm about to do something now that you're never gonna forget. But I'm gonna do it to your friends first. Oh, softskins deliver themselves straight to me. Let's have some fun! Get a drink in your hands, boys, and feast to your good fortune. What a glorious time to be an orc. What a glorious... the struck. You want your goblet, do you? Well, come over here, because I'm gonna shove it so far up your arse, you'll be drinking your own schrock. Oh, the things we have in store for this one. I'd love for you to watch, but we have to be going. Ta-ta! It was a good effort, but it ends here. Your friend's gone, and you're about to see your insides become your outsides. You here to rescue your friends? Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint, but there'll be no rescuing here. I'm tempted to let you two sort it out, but I've been wanting to get my hands on you for a long time. If this isn't fate, then I don't know what is. You, me, a death camp. I wouldn't change a thing. I'll guard you. I will defend you. I fight for you. You cannot break me. My mind is strong. I resist you. Oh, yes, master. I will serve you. Oh, thank you, master. I am honored. I sincerely hope that was as good for you as it was for me. You must have a death wish. No other explanation for why you'd attack me. Perhaps I took things too far. Well, you started it. Well, that was an unexpectedly quick finish. You have a lot to answer for, and I mean to savor every choking gasp. You wanted a fight? You got one! A really, really nasty one! Now things get decidedly, unpleasant. I was looking forward to meeting face to face, but I am really looking forward to what comes next. You should take more care. make sure your defences aren't so easily penetrated. Today this fort is filled with traitors, but we will slaughter them all, and then these walls will await captives from Gondor. We'll march them in by the hundreds, bound and bent beneath the whip, and then... You'll rescue this prisoner over my dead body! And speaking of dead bodies... Bruce is right. This will be a party. It's going to involve a lot of pain for you, and hopefully a little bit for me. Better you kill me than Bruce does it. Oh, he's a right nasty bugger. Leaves us to fight and saves his own skin. Oh, I should have peeled off that skin. Man flesh. I've got a job to do, but an Uruk can't work on an empty stomach. You may have ruined my fun, but Minas Ithil is still doomed. What? Hey, where's my crew? The stench of fear is in the air. I think someone out there thinks he's scary. You think you're the stuff of nightmares, eh? Well, I've seen horrors beyond your petty bad dreams. I consume lesser fears, and I become fear itself. You kill my hunters, and now I hunt you. When I run you down, you will know what it is to be cornered, terrified, skewered. Those hunters are going to miss the greatest hunt of all, not to mention the feast that follows. You've killed almost as many of my orcs as I have, and you've given me some great ideas for things I'm going to try out on you. You've got a lot of blood on your hands. When I find you, I'm going to lick them clean. Very impressive, all that carnage. Even more impressive will be when I cut that beast out from under you and spit you both over a fire. Oh, you brought me a cat of gore. How thoughtful. Perhaps I'll help myself to some if I'm still hungry after you. You like siege beasts? Good. I'll spill your guts and stuff them into the launcher. Then I'll fire them across Mordor and watch the rest reel out of your belly. Siege beasts are dangerous. You could lose a finger or a hand. But since you didn't, I'll just take them myself. Killing my orcs is one thing, but letting them call reinforcements and then slaughtering them, that's an insult, and you'll pay dearly for it. You could have stopped them sounding the alarm, but you didn't. You made it harder, more painful. Ooh, I like your style. All done without raising the alarm. Very neat, very clean. Quite different from how your body's going to be when I'm done with it. If the alarm had gone off, loads of orcs would have streamed in here to tear this maggot apart. Instead, now I get him all to myself. Those Ologs made an awful racket when they went down. Wonder what your corpse will sound like when I toss it on the pile. I was quite attached to those Ologs. Maybe I'll get out the chains and the manacles. Then you'll be attached to them. Keeping well back and launching your missiles, how do you smell the fear? How do you hear the death rattle? Kill an orc face to face. You can see the terror in his eyes. You can smell the moment of his death. Kill him from range. Well, what's even the point? So, you come in here and kill my savages. I suppose that makes you a savage killer! Apparently my savages were not so savage after all. That's all right. I'll more than make up for it. You try to sneak up on me, my shadowy friend. Let us see if you can touch your blade to my skin before I peel yours from your bones. Planning to sneak up behind me? I do enjoy surprises. Why so quick? How do you even enjoy it? I will show you how to properly stretch out a kill. Well, that was quick. You need to take your time, the way I'm going to with you. My blood brother was beautiful, and you took him from me. Now, I'll take something beautiful from you. Shouldn't have killed my god, sweet. Punishment time! I love a warm corpse to play with when avenging Uruk. You took one of my boys, but you've left me a beautiful corpse. I hope my boys don't think I'm going to share your corpse. I'll let my boys play with your corpse while it's warm, but when it gets cold and stiff, it's all mine! Oh, my sweet, I'm glad you want to play. I'm so glad you called on me. Overlord's got a reward out for killing you, but killing you was so good, I don't even need it. I don't think I've ever seen such a beautiful corpse. This is a corpse you could love, and love, and love. Oh, promotion! I like the ones who run. Did you think you could escape, my sweet? How naive! Oh, I thought you liked surprises, Pink Skin. Was my gift not what you wanted? I thought we could be friends, Pink Skin. I was going to tell you all about me. Pity there's no time for that now. I'm a little hurt, Ranger. We fought and you died, but we never really got to know one another. The pain, the shame. You had your fun with me, didn't you? Now I'll have mine with you! When you shamed me, no one ever wounded me so deeply as you did. I owed it to you to return the favour. Oh, the pink skin is broken. That'd be just a scratch to a true Uruk. Just like all the works of men in Mordor, you are ruined. We know all sorts of secrets about you, Tark. Secrets about pain. Is it getting dark, Ranger? Good. We can do wonderful things in the dark. We're gonna eat your heart, and you might even be alive as we do it. The aroma of death surrounds you, Pink Skin. Death and fear. Everything's useful to the machine, Tark. Wonder what we'll do with your spare parts. We feed the machine pain, and a Tark's death gives us plenty of fuel. Gonna wear your teeth as a necklace and polish 'em till they shine. Let's see how many we can pull before you black out. Tomorrow they're gonna say, "What's in this grog?" And I'm gonna tell 'em, "You're getting drunk on Tark blood!" We're gonna hang you on a hook, Pinkskin, and then we'll beat on your corpse until the meat is nice and tender. Crunchy bones, chewy sinews. We like man flesh as much as the next tribe, but eating you is murder on the jaw. The black magic foretold your defeat, but it didn't tell us how much we'd enjoy it. You were good with a blade, Ranger, but we draw on powers you can't even understand. Oh, don't die yet, Pinkskin. We want to keep you alive so long that you can watch your own flesh rot away. Hurts, don't it? Go ahead and scream, Tark. Give us one last scream. As we drink our grog, we'll think of you. Here's to the Tark! He practically throws himself onto our blades. Ah, you're so disappointing. I was hoping for some fun. Seems a shame. This is not how it's supposed to be. Next time you will be mine. We will meet again when the time is right. Oh, that's a shame. I bet he learned lots before he got turned into paste like that. So much for subtlety, eh? Well, I reckon it's time for good old-fashioned murder. Oh, that is delicious! We had no spy here. That was one of his own. After that speech, I'm quivering. Of course, I'm always quivering. I reckon he means business, but for me, this is more about pleasure. Oh, that was quite a speech. Absolutely brilliant. I'll have to tell him that while I'm pulling his heart out through his mouth. It's a pretty big place, boys. That means a lot of defenders, and that means a lot of victims. Think of it, boys, the things he wants to do to us. A bit boring compared to what we got planned for him. You seem curious about me, maybe even obsessed. Sending this glob just to spy on me? I'd be flattered if the whole affair weren't so clumsy. This glob here knows all my secrets, and he's just dying to whisper them in your ear. Oops! Why do so many Uruks follow a disgusting man-thing? Why do they gather to take this fortress? We will teach you all a lesson by covering the ground with your guts! Uruk superiority is unquestionable! You cannot take this fort! It would be an affront to Uruk pride! We will answer your insult by gutting the lot of you! Every traitor on that field is gonna die today! A few might die quickly! The rest... Do you really think you can overpower our darkness and take this fort? Just the thought is an insult! An insult you'll pay for in flesh and gore! We won't just shatter your army, we'll tear your limbs off and use them to build a grand sculpture celebrating our victory! You cannot scare us! You cannot take this fortress! What you can take is your sweet time, dying in its dungeons! Today your army gets chewed up and spat out! and I think I should tell you that's not a metaphor! Our beasties are coming out to tear you up! You will not take this fort! You may survive the attack, but anyone who flees this field will leave pieces behind on it! Got a lot of beasties in here want to rip you to pieces, crack your bones, chew up your sweet bits. But you know what they're gonna do? Get in line behind me! Look among yourselves. Now look at us. We're your betters, and you know it. Even challenging us is an insult. You'll realize this as we rip your guts from your bellies. You try to set foot inside these walls. It's gonna go badly for you. Very badly. But us, we're gonna love it. Oh, we fashioned some special blades for you and your boys, Tark. Red-hot steel, pulled fresh from the searing inferno of our forges. We'll plunge them into your bellies and watch your guts boil and bubble. You challenge us with that ragtag regiment? This is an insult to our honor and our pride. We'll enjoy spilling your guts open and drenching our grounds with your blood. We honor the Dark Lord in all we do. We'll honor him as we smash your army. We'll honor him as we crash your skull. And we'll honor him as we slowly pull your guts out of your bellies. 2 problems I have to deal with today, then. First is, I got a load of traitors trying to take my walls. I gotta kill every last one of them. Second, there aren't nearly enough of them for my liking. Don't worry, we have enough meat hooks inside to hang all of you by your guts. Oh, it'll be a glorious sight. A beautiful sight! Seeing all that fresh meat out there makes my mouth drool and my belly rumble. You know, my favorite part is the guts. Oh, so wet and slick, like fat, juicy worms. You haven't come to conquer this fort. You've come to provision it. Lots of lovely slabs of meat stuffed into our larders and our bellies. I have foreseen the defeat of your army, Grave Walker. I've seen the insides of your men scattered throughout the battlefield and heard their cries of pain. You are all doomed! Behind these walls are mystical powers beyond your comprehension. But we don't need them to gut the lot of you and paint ourselves with your blood. Do you have any idea what we have in store for you, Grave Walker? You don't, do you? Within these walls, you will face a terrible seething. I don't want to spoil it. I'm feeling generous today, Ranger. So when I hack off your ears and rip out your tongue, maybe I'll wait till you're dead. Look at our fortress. Does this look like a place that will take your assault lightly? Your bodies will quiver in pain upon our walls. Your deaths will be slow, and we will relish every second. I heard you took shark boars. I wasn't impressed. You know why? Because I know who you took it from. You think you have a chance here? Because you took one little fort from Ratbag, no less? Well, now you'll see what a real overlord can do. So you go out with your paltry little army and bag Dar's Gurum. You think that means a thing to me? Think again! We heard you went and took over Dar's Gurum. Between your army and the fort you took, I don't know which is more pathetic. Did you make the boys at Cargulcor squeal? I bet you did. They were always squealers. Oh, I wish I could have heard that. I bet the boys at Cargulcor were trembling when you showed up, knowing what you'd do to them. See, that's the difference with us. We like a bit of abuse, and we give as good as we get. How was the fight at Goskor? You conquered it, I know, but what was the cost? Did they toy with you? Did they make you bleed? I only hope we give better than they did. I have to tell you, I meant to attack Goskor myself. Not that I care for the fort, but their overlord. I had a bit of a grudge there. Had a whole list of things I was going to do to him. Now you've changed things, and I've changed the name on that list from his to yours. It's sickeningly sweet the way you pine for this place, Pinkskin. But this fort chose me! Me! And you'll just have to get over it. Typical man. His heartstrings always lead him back. Always make him want what he can't have. Now let's put this broken-hearted Pinkskin out of his misery. Seems to me you have somewhere else to be. Another fort you tried to take and failed miserably at? I heard you raised an army and set out to take some forts and failed miserably. You're back so soon. Did your wounds really heal so quickly? Wonderful! We can open up brand new ones. Would you like this fort for your very own, Ranger? I wasn't entirely clear on that before, when you came and ran your little army through our meat grinder. Ah, taken a fort or two before, have you? That's good. I like my pink skins to have a little experience. You're about to see what happens when a fort gets unfettered, when everything is permitted, when everyone bleeds and likes it. Bright Lord owns most of Mordor. This maggot's stuck in the past, and soon he'll be stuck in the ground. Only one fort left to take, boys. Then we'll have to find something else to amuse us. After we take this last fort for the Bright Lord, after we cut down those defenders, oh, imagine the feast! I'm not too worried about this place. By the look of it, Ratbags was twice as strong. Feel like we missed out on all the fun of the first fort assault. Now we make up for lost time! The one thing he knows about the Bright Lord is he recently conquered a fort. He might want to look around at where he's standing. Oh, Talion! Talion! Aha! Aha! Ready to go, boss. Ready, boss. I'm not sure how much longer I can wait. On your command, we'll do our thing. The boys are itching to get in there, myself included. Any time, boss. We're ready. More than ready. Departing. Evacuation. Retreat. The Bright Lord sends his regards. The Bright Lord says hello. Embrace the Bright Lord. Sugar flesh. Sugar flesh. Ha ha. Determination. 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 Oh, Bright Lord. Hello, boss. Oh, boss. You got some kind of beast inside you, Tark. Makes you do bad things, like cutting me down. We all got our urges. Hey, Ranger, you got so worked up you couldn't tell friend from foe. It wasn't a betrayal, not really. I just couldn't bear to share you with the other orcs. We quarrelled, that's certain, but you don't really want it to end like this, do you? Blood always remembers, Tark. The pain you give me, my blood brother's gonna give back to you. Double. You fought well. I'll cherish the memory of this fight. From far, far away! I dreamed you'd be the one to take my head off and end it all. Too bad dreams rarely come true, eh? No, just kill me normal-like. No more pain. Make it quick. Keep this fort safe, won't you? Water it with blood. Make sure it echoes with screams, eh? You got me. You got the fort. But it's not enough, is it? You'll find this fort is like a lover. Easy to claim, hard to hold. I'd die as I lived, painting this chamber in blood. Oh, you've brutally slain the vicious Uruk, have you? Ha! If only! You think you've done any damage? You've done nothing, Tark. Nothing! You can't be serious. I've had worse from crippled ghouls. No more talk. Let's get him. He ain't getting any riper. Take him. Last one to get in a hit eats last. We're gonna babble at him or kill him. One of you should start the cook fire. I can't wait any longer. That's enough anticipation. Get him. Would you lot just shut up and throw down? Enough talk. I'm tucking into him. Come on then. I'm drooling. We're gonna divide you up, Tark, and I'll get the big piece. We're going to kill you. How shall I put it? Horribly. Gonna stick pointy bobs into all your squishy bits. I'll feed you your own ears. One anyway. I'll have the other. Pointy thing's gonna go in slow and come out slower. We're gonna lop off all your fleshy parts, then start in on the bony bits. I mean to find out how sweet you are, my sweet. Gonna chop you into pieces, then find a use for each one. I hate waste. Gonna make you die painfully. You are about to be a right mess, my sweet. Ooh, you're in for some rough stuff, my sweet. Mind if I put a catch basin down to collect your blood? I've been dreaming about this moment. That sound good to you, my sweet? That sounds delicious. Might have died better somewhere else, but here you are. We'll take our sweet time with you. Oh, this is going to be tasty. Just thinking about it makes my mouth water. Right, boys, here we go. Going to be fun. I can taste the meat already. None of you better muck this up. All right, boys, let's get in there and get those sweet meats. If I kill the monster, do I become the monster? Ooh, I hope so. Time to turn down the lights and put down some ghouls. Lights out and time to spill some ghoul blood. Let's see how the matron likes that. Our companion should be back with his Graug friend any moment. When the Graug comes, don't hesitate. He can bring pain you lot can't imagine. Hello, beasties. You look like you want something to chew on. Me too. Mind these categories, lads. They want to come out and play, but they play rough. Look at those poor beasts in cages. If you love something, set it free, I say. Who's with me? Let's not fight the categories if we don't have to. It's more fun to poke them through the cages anyway. Look! Everyone's running amok and being torn apart! My kind of party! Those categories look hungry. Time to give them some man flesh as a feast! Do you know what it takes to break a wild category? Beating it into submission for hours. When I find you, I'll show you how it's done! You killed my categories today! You'll feed their replacements tomorrow! And the day after, and the day after! Piece by tasty piece! You've given me a glorious idea! I'm gonna tenderize you and your Graug with rocks. Then I'm gonna stuff you right into him and roast the whole mess. I will make you a deal. You bring that Graug back right now, and I'll do nothing except use it to bash your brains to paste. Oh, you have my word. I trained those beasties. More than trained them, I gave them love. And when I find you, I'm gonna give you some too. Since you're so interested in categories, I reckon I'll treat you the way I do them. Thrown in a cage, beaten, whipped, starved. I can't wait! Oh, look, it's the Grave Walker. Time to play! Why, it's a lonely, lonely man. Why don't we keep him company? The Uruguay! For a bright lord! Goodbye, master! You know what we do to spies? Here's a hint. Don't get too attached to your eyeballs or your tongue! Murder is too good for a spy. No, a spy needs to be tortured, ruined, and left as a warning. The Bright Lord doesn't use spies. He merely entices the daring, and he punishes the dull. There's the maggot! Snatch him! Get him, lads! Oh no! How will I ever get away? Oh, horrors! I'll never be able to escape! I'm going to hurt you. You can hurt me too, though. You'll die, and I'll take your corpse home for playtime. I'm going to enjoy dismembering you afterwards. What'll I do with all the pieces? Come here, you. I want to dance. Ooh, you look like a hard one. Just ripe for the shattering. Oh, that's right. Look fierce. I probably won't notice how you're quivering in fear. You want my blood brother's head? That's a gory gift, even from me. So the Tark sets us against each other to fight for his pleasure. Enough talk. I'm tingling with anticipation to see you die. Come here and let me taste your fear. So pretty, your words. Let's see if you scream so prettily. Oh, who brought me this corpse? And it's still fresh. You and we're gonna share something very special. Your demise! I want two things from you. Bleeding and, screaming! Admit it, you prefer the pink skin to me. Forcing two blood brothers to duel. Even for us, that's twisted. All right, where's the one who put a death threat on me? Doesn't he want to come out and play? I'm here, waiting for whatever horrible things you're gonna do to me. If I have to wait much longer, I'm gonna think that threat was just a tease. I wasn't above playing hard to get when there was a death threat on the line. No more hard to get, though. Let's consummate this in blood. You and we're beyond all those empty death threats. We're gonna end this right now, covered in each other's gore, just like we both dreamed. What? Oh, don't get an oh-so-scary death threat from you this time. Where's your sense of drama, eh? Death threats used to mean something. An epic bloody row. But then a pink skin does it, and there's no follow-through. Oh, here, I'll show you what you missed. You called it a death threat, but it was really a party invitation, drenched in your blood. And now we meet again. You made such a big deal with that death threat. You forced my hand, forced it to end your miserable life, and now I get to relive that delicious moment. What? No death threat this time? We're just gonna skip straight to me running my fingers through your innards? Fine by me. Ah, I get it. No death threat this time because it blew up in your face. Oh, what was left of it when I got through with you? Now you're trying again, but you aren't talking so big anymore. So, time to play, is it? Since you put your threat on me, I've been thinking about all the things I'm gonna do to ya. Are you ready? No, you're not. I was wondering how much longer it would be. To make full use of a death threat, you have to follow through. Otherwise, it's a bored-to-death threat. You were very cruel last time, turning my own friends against me. Have to punish you for it, I think. Did you forget to bring your pet this time, my sweet? No flames this time? Good. I prefer my playthings a little colder. I thought the Mordor flies would have sucked you dry. I should have stayed to make sure. No nasty ghouls to come between us, my sweet. We'll make the night sing with your screams instead. Where's your friend the Grog? Did you get bored with him, or just tired of him boring you? No rotten interlopers this time butting in. I have you to myself. Oh, I could smell you bleeding from a mile away. The sweet iron tang gets my blood up. Oh, yes! Let me tend to your wounds, Ranger. I'm sure we can make them bleed a little more. You look in poor health. Shall I take care of you? Nobody will take care of you like me. What am I gonna do with you? He means, what am I gonna do with you? And what am I gonna do with you? Might have to split you. Surprised to see me? Then you must be very surprised to see me. And very, very surprised to see me. If you were looking for trouble, here I am! No, wait, I'm here! Actually, maybe I'm here! Form an orderly line, boys! You'll all get your turn to play with our guest! Ooh, this was a bad mistake, Ranger! Me and my boys will take our time with you, yes we will! Have you ever seen a man ruined by a dozen Uruks at once, my sweet? You know what's more fun than killing a whole crew of orcs? Raising them up again, that's what! Just because me boys are dead, don't mean we can't have some fun, eh? You don't get it! Even death doesn't stop my lads! Not when we got more pain to give! This horn tastes of death, Ranger. Death to all men! The whole of Mordor comes running when I open my mouth and blow! Once you get a bit of this darkness in you, it'll stain your insides forever! The Dark Lord himself bless this weapon, and you'll feel him every time I hit you with it! These tongues of flame will lick your body and boil your blood. These flames will caress you. Their touch is searing ecstasy. Oh, what fiery, scorching delights await you! Oh, I'm not gonna kill you. It'll be the poison that gets that pleasure. You're gonna taste my venom, and it's gonna taste you. When my poison gets inside you, you'll feel yourself start to tingle. And that's when I start to tingle. Raising the dead to fight for you. That is twisted, wrong, perverse. I must learn how you do it. I've found many uses for corpses in my time, but this is something new. You think you know anything about pain and death? Oh, you poor ignorant thing. You lay a finger on my boys, I'll feed it to you while it's still attached. You have no right to kill my boys. That pleasure is reserved for me. You let me go this instant, and I'll show you how to treat a prisoner. Outrage! Outrage! I hardly know who to begin with, but I know just who to finish with. Who knows? Maybe offing your boys will satisfy my urge, and I'll lose interest in you. doubtful, though. I reckon some of you boys might enjoy seeing your commander killed. Unfortunately, I'm gonna do you in before I get to him. I've been looking forward to this for a while. I'll almost miss the anticipation. I hope you add me to the menu, you maggot. I'll make you choke. At least let me have a final meal. A crust of bread, a sip of grog, maybe one of my boys. Least you could do is give me a drink of grog before you cut my throat. Loosen me up. Now that we're all comfortable, we'll start the day's entertainment. I think it's time to see how fun this lot can be. Time to give these lads the choice. See how loyal they really are. I reckon I ought to start asking these boys how they want it, before we all get too drunk to think straight. Woo! I do like it when they act big. You're a little on the dull side, but you'll do. I'm just a trifle, nothing for you to worry about. Promise me you'll struggle. It's no fun when they just keel over. I got so much more pain to give. We're running out of victims already. I'm feeling it now. Who wants a try? Come on now, step right up for a taste of pain. It's no fun when it's easy. There any hard ones out there? Who wants to become a beautiful corpse? Give me someone proud. I do like it when they're proud. Right, fun's fun, but now you've taken it too far. So, I'm gonna take it even farther. Oh, you like to beat up on those who can't defend themselves, is that it? I like that too. I'll show you how much. After I render you defenseless. Our hearts were meant to be together. I just need to extract yours from your rib cage. Betrayal is an ugly word, but it's better to shout it first than gasp it last. Betrayal! Ever since you sent me away, I've been dreaming of our reunion. When you shamed me, you showed me what true pain is. I'll never be rid of that feeling. And neither will you! The first time you shamed me, it was an agony, like I've never felt. The second time was even worse. But they're nothing compared to what I'm gonna do to you! Everyone mocks me because of you! Everyone! Hey, get down from there! You might fall! Don't get hurt before I've had a chance to maim you! You move so quiet. Not a sound. Maybe you'll make some noise when I stick you in the guts! I grow weary of hearing from my boys how you kill and kill from the shadows. Time to bring you into the light. Fed up of the shadows at last, are you? Or maybe you just got scared of the dark. No one commandeers my warriors. I'm taking every one of them back and then drowning them in your stinking blood. Turning my orcs against me. I've never had to punish that before. Although, I've got some exciting ideas for how I might do it. Got a bodyguard with you. Ooh, I like that. I like to be watched. I see you brought your guard. Thanks, but I'm not that hungry. I'm sure you're thinking that spy you place will be very useful. we're thinking he'll be very tasty. We know you've planted a spy. Don't know who he is yet, but we'll just torture maggots until we find him. Ooh, and speaking of torture, the Grave Walker himself. I am trembling with... I'm trembling so much, I can't even say. So, you finally arrive, and I can finally do to you all those things I've been thinking about. Where to start? You killed my archers? Fine. I wouldn't want one of them to kill you quickly before I've had my fun with you. I can always recruit and equip more archers. And when I find you, I'm gonna use your guts to string their bows. Seems my defenders did a poor job of defending. Me, however, I am highly skilled in absorbing punishment and dishing it out. You kill my defenders. Now what am I gonna do with all those spears? I've just thought of something! Now, what are you gonna do for me? Maybe I'll ask you for a favour sometime. Rest time is over, Master! Get up, Master! If I have to continue suffering, so do you! Do you hear the buzzing, Master? The pretties say, get up! I've been looking for you for a long time. My skin, it grows and contorts. It swells and twists. Nothing, it seems, can stop it. But you are the remedy for my ills. The balm for my malady. What I'm saying is, I'm the diseased, and you're the cure. The sons of Orthonk have requested your presence for a feast in your honour. It is my job, as their newest member, to deliver you unto them. They would prefer you come alive, but I was assured that dead would also work. We are a club with very particular tastes. They told me about you, but they didn't mention your beauty. No, sir, they did not. Oh, you're mine now, love, forever and ever and ever. I know what it is to return from death. I laid in its cold grasp on the battlefield until a squirming, wriggling warmth took over me. 1,000 pulsing maggots crawled over and into me, scouring the dead flesh from my ragged wounds. Now they are with me, always, a churning, writhing horde of torment. Insignificant. The Nazgul have designs on you, it's true. But surely they wouldn't object if I kept a bit here or there for myself. You still like playing with the undead? I've been known to dabble in corpses a bit myself. I can't wait to see what my master does to you. The Bright Lord can be merciful, but he won't hold back with you. When you took me prisoner, you marked yourself for death and made me very, very happy. Death comes to us all, but it comes to you more quickly than most. You'll see. Now you just stay right there, while I narrow down all the ways we could slaughter you. You just keep thinking you have a way out of this, it will make killing you that little bit sweeter. Don't make any sudden moves. We wouldn't want to have to get started on you before it's time. I am racking my brain to come up with new and exciting ways to kill you. Oh, if you got any suggestions, by all means, don't be stingy with them. Come closer, little one. Impale yourself upon these spikes. Taste the pain you will learn to love. The worst pain ain't the spear going in. It's me wrenching it out of you. With these axes, I paint in blood, I sculpt in gore, and you will be a savage masterpiece. When we first met, I knew this would be one for the ages. Almost a tragedy to have you die at my hand. Unacceptable! Defiance! Unacceptable! Determination! If you bite me, I'll bite you back! Open the cage! When we're done, I want that cage for reasons. You lot are about to learn why I don't fear death. Why I love it! Come here, ghoulies! Just a moment, then let 'em come. Killing ghouls is always a thrill! Let's give these men of Gondor one last chance to be tragic heroes, eh? Watch and learn, lads! You don't see a man massacre like this every day, and that's a pity! I think that Grog just winked at me. I think it likes me. I do wish you were a more cunning opponent, and I do wish I could stay. Boys, enjoy! This is dreadfully boring. So, here are my boys to do terrible things to you. They'll have to tell me what things later. I can't stay. Oh, you caught me, haven't you? Well, go on. Do your worst. Oh, you made this awfully easy. Almost ruins the fun of it. Almost. There was a certain pleasure in serving you, but there are so many other things I can do with you to derive pleasure. Remember when I used to serve you? I do. What I don't remember is how it finally went bad between us. But I know how it's gonna go now! How brave you are to challenge so many of us. I'll pay tribute to that bravery as I pick the flesh from your bones. I feel weak in the knees. Should I surrender now? Now, where did you mean to stick this? This for me? Oh, thank you. I want you to know I'll treasure this always. I'll have so much quiet time to play with your delicate body while the blood runs from it. Breathe deep and taste the sweet black air of Mordor. I got here as quickly as I could. Oh, glad you're still breathing. Consider me the host of the welcoming party. Here I am. Now the party can truly get started. Grating that alarm sound, isn't it? Well, don't worry. You won't hear it much longer. You'd have been better off pouring that poison into your own belly. You could have spared yourself what's coming now. Poisoning an orc's grog, that is truly vile. but compared to what I'm going to do to you, it hardly rates. Defiance! That grog was meant to be entertainment for my boys! When I find you, you're gonna take its place! You like exploding grog? Very good! I think I'll explode some more! After I force it down your throat! Oh, I hope my master leaves your corpse for me to play with! Get on your knees before my master, worm! You'll find it's not so unpleasant when you get used to it. You should count yourself lucky I got bored before. I may not lose interest so quickly this time. You ran out on me last time, my sweet. I've been waiting for you ever since. I'm so disappointed you didn't chase after me, my sweet. I thought you'd run all the way to the Great Sea the way you scarpered off. I'm glad you're still here. You ran from me before. How could you leave me like that? I planned to be so close to you. Thought you were supposed to be brave, noble, but you ran away like a pathetic coward. Like a bit of Uruk fighting Uruk, do you? Come on then, join in. I'm gonna find out who did this, then make him lick up the mess he made. Who's getting the drakes all riled up? I like a bit of savagery, but this is a waste. Interfere with our loot and we'll make you pay, but in blood, not coin. I can't thank you enough for walking into my trap. I'm positively quivering with gratitude. I'm so excited you fell into my trap, and even more excited about what happens next. But mostly, I'm excited for what happens after that! Ooh, do you hear that? The endless buzzing of the swarm. The flies sing into my deafened ears. Their bristling legs tickle my scalp. Their tiny jaws rend my flesh. And now you will bask in the glory of the infestation. They weren't ready to release yet. They need more training, discipline, beating, whipping, just like you need. Drakes can do a lot of damage, you know. I don't think they enjoy doing it as much as I do, is all. Hey, get down from there! You might fall! Don't get hurt before I've had a chance to maim you! Can't take me without your pet to help you, weakling! You have a beast! I'll cut it open and stuff your corpse inside! What, afraid to come down here and get your hands dirty? Not very nice, my sweet, bringing an uninvited guest to the party. I heard you were an animal, sweetling. Didn't know you wanted to die like one. Watch out for these little buggers, Ranger. They bite! 2 of you at once, eh? Well, I reckon I can handle you both. Stay close, my sweet. Let me feel your breath on me. Oh, the things I would have done to you. You could have persuaded me to join you. We could have had so much fun together. If you have any mercy, burn my corpse. I fear what my brothers will do to it. Catch some drops of my blood, Ranger. Carry it with you, so we can be close. The Dark Lord is watching. Do it! Let him revel in my death! Oh, the pain! How I wish it might never end! So much blood, my sweet. pretty bloods. I hear the darkness calling, like a wraith in the night. Oh, the noises your sweet wife made, even in death. I won't forget them. I will take more than just your life. I will pull the screams up from your guts. My playtime will be agony for you now, sweetness. Your suffering will be sweet delight. Gonna make a lovely necklace from your teeth. I will see your lovely face twist with such exquisite pain. I'm gonna enjoy killing you so much. Killing you will be the highlight of my day. Not much to look at, are you? Wonder what's underneath. There's gonna be lumps. A whole lot of bumps too. Lumps and bumps. And lumps besides. Who's ready for lumpy bumps? Bumpy lumps! Oh, no, I am! Lumpy bumpy bumps! Lovers! Lovers! Watch how they wriggle! Watch how they jiggle! They wriggle and jiggle and wriggle! The wriggling wrigglers, they wriggle! Oh, how they wriggle! So sweet! So sweet! So sweet! So very sweet! Very sweet! Can't you taste it? Can't you just taste it? So tasty! Taste it! Taste it! It's so fantastically tasty! Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh yes! Yes! Oh yes! Hey! Ranger! You! Maggot! Man filth! You! Man swine! I can't wait to rub you all over my skin. You're going to make me whole again. Look into this face. You're the one who's going to heal it for me. Your remains won't lie for long on the cold, hard ground. I'll blend them and rub them into my warm, soft skin. Your life oozes out of your body, and I'm going to smear it all over mine. Die, bleed, soothe my festering pustules. Oh, now the fun really begins. The sons of Orthong are gonna turn your body inside out. You will be spiced, diced, and iced. It would have been better if I'd captured you alive. Well, for me. You? Oh, you don't want to be awake for what comes next. It's all over for you, but for the sons of Orthong, this is where everything begins. Your body will be our sacrament, and we will share in the greatest of intimacies. I will feast on the hot squirt of your innards. You're perfect now, and you'll never be more perfect than this. Your flesh will grease the tongues of a dozen orcs. I want to open you up and drown in your guts. Can't do that, though. I've made certain commitments, and you're too special for that. Oh, Talion, you've been such a bad boy. Remember this, and come back to me. Look at us, Why do we hurt each other so? We could have had something beautiful. If we were both dead, this would be romantic. Now it's just sad. Come back to me, Talion. Come back. You look so peaceful. I could sit here for hours, looking at you. I'm not going to let anyone hurt you ever again. Now the maggots will squirm over you. Fresh maggot food! How does it feel, Ranger, to have them squirming, digging, burrowing into your skin? Now you will feel the maggots talk, crawling, squishing, liquefying you from the inside out. Now you feed the grubs. Perhaps I can coax the grubs out of my flesh to feed on yours. Oh, you always were quite tender, weren't you? Now it's time for the flies to feast on your flesh, Tark! These swarms of mine, you shall be their next meal! You will feel it, Tark! Every inch of your skin will be bitten, blistered, infested! You shall make my flies fat! The flies hunger. I will watch them strip your corpse. The vermin will surge and swarm over you and through you. Expected. Penetration. Satisfaction. Obvious. Unimpressive. Failure.